Up first, let's move into the Huddle Up, as we like to call it now.
We're huddling.
We're huddling. We are huddling together. Let's bring up this first story here. There it is, right there. As you can see, down on the lower third. The mayor of Dallas, Mr. Eric Johnson, wants to add a second NFL team to the DFW market. And before we give you our take on this, let's go ahead and roll the video that you have queued up.
I do believe that we have a big enough market to support 2 NFL teams, and that we can probably do that better than both New York and Los Angeles, where pro football isn't anywhere near as popular as it is here.
So there's that.
Yeah. If I can speak frankly here, that should not happen.
Oh.
That absolutely should not happen. And I don't like the example that he gave of we can do it better than New York and better yet, Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. That doesn't make any sense to me. Now, let me tell you why. Los Angeles, you've got the LA Rams and you got the Chargers, right?
Yep.
Both teams were already established. One in St. Louis, one in San Diego. Both coming into Los Angeles is already established. They already have their own fan bases. They're already established enough NFL teams. Same with New York. They've been there, but they're already established NFL teams. Not one of them was a powerhouse. They're both, I guess, currently pretty bad, but yet they both have their own fan bases. You cannot come into a market like Dallas, where there's already an extremely successful NFL team like the Dallas Cowboys, aka America's team, and expect for another professional football team to do well. You just can't have that expectation. There's no money in it. You know what I mean? There's no money. You can't try and separate a fan base like that. To me, it just doesn't make any sense at all.
No, and that, I just don't see, obviously they're thinking monetary purposes here. More NFL teams mean more money. And I just completely disagree here because I don't think that people aren't going to move here.
No.
For a new team. I
absolutely
don't
not.
think that the NFL is going to want to expand to 33 teams.
No.
So at that point, you're looking at getting someone to move down here. What established fan base is going to want to come down here and compete with America's team?
No one.
You don't want to do that. I mean,
No.
They're called America's team for the reason. They don't just have the DFW. You go down to Houston, where there is an NFL team. Now, granted, the Houston Texans are real bad. But even in previous years, you go down to Houston and you see an equal number of people wearing Cowboys jerseys that you do wearing Texans jersey. And think about the difference between the Astros and the Rangers. Mm-hmm. If you wear a Rangers jersey down there, you get glared at. I mean,
exactly.
There's no way. If you wear an Astros jersey up here, you get glared at.
Right.
They don't care about the NFL near as much. Why would you want to come compete against that?
Exactly. And you bring up a good point. I was talking to Will, our social media manager, earlier, and he was like, dude, the Cowboy fan base is just going to absolutely hate on that team, whoever it is.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and honestly, I know that part of it is because, they're trying to bring in more money and whatnot to the area, but I think overall it's just going to lose money. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's any really money to be actually made there over a period of time. Like maybe initially,
right?
But I think, what kind of success are they going to have? They're probably not. If you're going to be splitting that air, I just don't see it as a viable
and the other thing here,
option.
We won't get political. There are a lot of issues that could be fixed, but
yes,
if you want to stick to him talking sports here, go build the Dallas Wings a facility so they don't have to use the College Park Center in Arlington. As much as we love our friends in Arlington, as much as we love the city of Arlington, and that House Park Arena or College Park Arena is great. It is. It's a very good facility, but they just won a playoff game. You know who is looking a lot like they're not going to win a playoff game? Maybe even make it into the playoffs? the Dallas Cowboys.
Exactly.
So, one, fix your broken team in the NFL before
Literally.
you try to bring in another one.
Exactly.
Or two, go show some of the other sports some love. Like,
yeah.
you have people out there like the Wings winning playoff games. Then
That's a great
have
point.
a broken Dallas Cowboys team that consistently goes 8-8. But you know what? We're gonna add another one. Also, where are you gonna put it? Is it gonna change to the Arlington Cowboys like it should be?
Yeah, that's another thing. Teams. I mean, what do you name it?
Yeah.
Like, well,
I just don't know where you put it, because are you going
Dallas?
to put it in Arlington again, which is great for the city of Arlington?
No way.
You're starting to worry about like living infrastructure at that point. You have
what, are you going to knock down more
everything
apartments?
right
I mean,
there.
like
Yeah.
there's just too many people in Arlington. First of all, there's no room for a big stadium and big parking lots like that. But anyways, that's, take what you want from that. You can feel your own way, but that's just kind of our ideas or opinions on that take. There should not be another NFL team.
Hop off my Cowboys.
Yeah, seriously. That's America's team. Don't mess with that. Don't mess with Dak.
It's not even the mayor in the city limits of where they play.
No.
It's the Arlington mayor.
Also, Jerry Jones won't let that happen. So.
No.
That's just a whole nother story to tackle, but Jerry Jones just won't let that happen. Anyways, let's move on to something a little bit more related to what this show is all about. Highlighting and spotlighting amazing women around the area. A female high school football player makes her first catch of the season last week. Wide receiver Juliet Ramirez plays for the Richland Royals here in North Texas and contributed to their 51-0 win over Sunset. Let's roll the video. That's what I was about to say. That sideline. I mean, it's so, to see how supportive her teammates are of that is just amazing to see. Her coach, Ked Gates, over there at Richland, said that she's been at every single training session in the summer. She's on time. She's ready to go. She works as hard as anybody, and she's a great teammate. And now, seeing that video, and we wanted to show you how that sideline reacted to that, because that quote right there, that sideline, they were so hyped up for her. That proves that quote is accurate.
Oh, yeah.
She puts in the work, and they see that. They respect that, and they went crazy for her because she caught her first pass. And yes, of course, I think that's just what we are about on Women Talking Football, hyping up women around the Lone Star State, whipping up female reporters, and all this awesome stuff that us women do. And so we just had to share that with you before we move on to
that's awesome, man. And like we said, we've said it multiple times, women hyping up women in this scope is great, and that's awesome. You have to do that. But seeing the guys get hyped about it, that's where the change actually starts to happen. So
you're so
really,
right about
really
that.
cool. As great as it is, and as much as women need to hype up women, the guys hyping up the women in sports, and Miss Ramirez there, that's awesome. Heck of a catch too.
Yeah, it was a good catch, and I hope to see her play more this season. I think they are undefeated right now, so let's hope we see more of her during district play. But before we move on to our special guest of the week, let's head over to AP. I'm going to think of something else to say for that, because you always call me the creator of vibes or something.
Yeah.
So I got to think of something for you.
The coordinator of vibes. You don't even appreciate
okay,
my
fine.
nicknames.
Well, give us the Texan
bad
life
vibes.
thing.
She's letting out bad vibes. Okay, so we have tons of games to watch on Dave Campbell's Texan Live this week. I will say the schedule is a little bit lighter. We talked about it a lot on TFT. There is only 654, I think, Texas high school football games across the state of Texas. So it's a lot, but it's a very limited. The way that works is if you're in an 8-team district, this is typically the week that everyone takes as their bye week before they start district play, because then there's 7 weeks left. If you were in a 6-team district, then week 6 will be another week where there's a lot of bye weeks. So That being said, tonight, the one varsity football game that you can watch on Dave Campbell's Texan Live will be Trevor Bullard and Gavin Moritz on the call. It's Katie Pato and Katie Maid Creek out there at Legacy Stadium. That one starts at 6. So get your eyes on that one. Moving on to a much larger slate on Friday night. One, if you're interested in volleyball, I guess we can highlight that too. We do have a volleyball game on Friday. 5:30, Austin Aikens is taking on Lake Travis. Mike Jugblunt will be on the call there. So if you want to get your sports night started early with some volleyball, 5:30. And then moving on down, I think that the ones to watch out here for are 7 o'clock. Arlington Martin is playing Temple. That's a 6A
that's a
matchup.
good one.
That both of them are coming off a loss. Temple lost to College Station on a crazy ending to a game, and Martin lost to Geyer last week. So I think it'll be a really good bounce back week for both of these teams to kind of show more of a measuring stick of, okay, we were winning and then we had one bad week. Are they going to be able to pick it back up? Very excited to see that one.
Also, just kind of going off of that game real quick, if you're also like a college football fan, there's a ton of incredible athletes like that are playing at the next level next year in that game. So if you're looking for a game to watch, that might be the one for you. If you're into, there's OU commits everywhere. Watch that one.
I would also point you at 7 o'clock to the Woodlands and New Caney. This one, a district matchup. We're starting district play already there. The Woodlands is the 6th largest school in the state of Texas.
Is it really? Oh, wow.
And New Caney is about, there's only like 100 kids more than being like literally half of their size. New Caney is a very, very good ball club. I will be interested to see how they hold up. I think size and depth might start playing a factor, but New Caney's a very good ball team. So incredibly excited to see that one. Then on Saturday, we have 2 things of water polo. If you want to wake up at 10 a.m. on Saturday and catch some water polo on Texan Live, you absolutely should. The newest sport to the UIL, so we're incredibly excited about that. And then at 6 o'clock, we have one football game going on. That's Katie Taylor at Katy 7 Lakes, again at Legacy with Trevor Bullard on the call. So he's all over there at Legacy this week. But water polo, volleyball, football, we are not a one-stop shop. We've got it all. David Campbell's Texan Live, TexanLive.com.
Yeah, we also have we'll have some guys cutting highlights for us too, posting it on our Twitter account, acting as advertisements for us. So if you want to see the real thing, definitely go to Texan Live. But if you just want to see a little bit, go to Dave Campbell's Texas Football Twitter.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.